Not copyright.
Happy birthday.
Does it work?
No. I can't hear you. Why not every day if I'm not in a podcast?
Yo, Preston, I want to be completely honest with you. Your mic is really messed up.
See this. Get what?
I think he found out one of the problems or something. Anyway, good evening, peoples. What up, subscriber gangs?
Xavier, I'm gonna win this Clash Royale match.
I bet you are.
By the way.
Alright. This is our podcast.
Beanos. I'm not playing anything. And I'm not talking about anything. Cause it's boring. No, it's boring. And I won.
So did you know that my friend's sister's friend sucked her cat?
Ew. This is what people on podcasts talk about?
This is what people on podcasts talk about, indeed.
Xavier, guess what I got?
My name is Wraith. And we have
Did
a
you
job
hear
to
it?
do.
I don't think you can do that on accident.
You should tell Christian to unmute me.
Steamed up and ready to burn.
He's being a fat old pancake.
Fat old pancake.
Tell Christian to unmute me.
So today in my school we had a lockdown while
Champion.
So today we had a lockdown
Tell
while
Christian to unmute me.
So today we had a
Tell Christian to
lockdown.
unmute me.
Alright, Christian, can you unmute Preston? Okay. Anyway,
Hi. I'm gonna talk, but I'm not gonna play anything. Boom, I pressed down once.
anyway, so today I had a lockdown at school during
Sucks.
transition time. So, as you can imagine, the school went
What is transition
hectic.
time?
So,
Going to check it out over there.
so everyone just stands frozen as the announcements just say, "Attention everyone, we're having a lockdown." Like everything's normal. Like they're tired of this.
Let's explore this way.
Hello, class.
Attention students of student school, we're having a lockdown. The principal kinda forgot his keys, yeah.
Trains over there.
Don't you just hate it when don't you just hate it when the Air Force Base planes like fly super low so you can hear the sound even more, and it gets
I don't know
annoying.
what you're talking about.
So you
He's
know the
talking about
plane,
the
you know those planes
planes.
in like those jets that just
What?
break the sound barrier and just make those
These
loud
airplanes?
sounds? Yeah, those military jets. So,
Level 3.
they always fly super low over here. And it's super annoying.
There's a train here.
But it probably is.
Something good this way.
Hey,
Why?
The champion
My teammates
There is
really
a
want to go on a
baseline.
train.
Our champion has fallen.
Dang, that was a really far leap. This guy can really leap. I like using the word leap. It's grody, man.
Grody. Grody.
Igneous rock.
So, when I went to my new school, the teacher said, "All right, I'm gonna have you take this test, and if you fail, it's okay, because I just wanted to see how much you know and how much I can teach you. It won't count towards against your grade."
The ring is distant.
And then I get like a 65 on the test. And then she goes and puts it in the grade book. And now I'm mad.
She said it wasn't for a grade.
And now I'm mad because she said she wouldn't. She said. Yeah.
One student.
Unpurposely. On purpose.
Ring's closing. I like pushing limits as much as the next guy, but we gotta go.
What is 60?
He's
if I
crazy,
could just
man.
defend for a little bit longer.
I could use that.
Does he sound like is he a mental person?
Oh no, he won.
Yeah, I do know who
gay.
Shakespeare. William
That's
Shakespeare.
Gay. Gay!
No.
Retard. Retard.
Retardation is bad.
No, it's retardation.
Retardation is bad. No, dation. So I'm learning the piano, guys.
What do you know?
Because I was forced to.
The drums are so bad.
The drums are my favorite. They're my favorite.
Sniper stop here.
Have you ever played the drums?
Yes, I had a drum set when I was little.
When you were little? Do you know how to play them now?
I mean, no, not really, but I can.
Why is this guy cheering?
Ring is over here.
Pop. How my love interest and love life is destroyed because I have no one.
Body let's go over here. Level 3. We could check out here.
Wait, was I correct?
Oh.
It was just a hunch.
A hunch.
What do you think is over here?
Punching a tunnel.
Down what, dude?
Aki over here.
Portal placed. Champion.
Yesterday morning, I didn't eat breakfast. I never eat
Champion made
breakfast.
poor choice.
That's not good,
Breakfast is
Preston.
gay.
That sounds
You
like
don't
a.
need to.
The way you said that made it sound like it's like a natural thing you have to do. Like, I didn't even watch anime. Mad.
Anime is an important part of our culture.
Eyes are open though.
Healing my wounds.
Yeah.
Using meds. Come on, come on, come on.
It's weeaboo. Weeb. I thought weeb was the thing they called people that were like idiots. Like dirt weeb.
I thought weeb was like meant like a nerd, another version of nerd.
defend this loser. And he's gone.
Don't you
What are you
just hate it
playing?
when you're in 3rd grade and then you poop yourself and then all of a sudden the classroom starts to wonder who the hell did that and then you turn to the
Whoa,
next guy in front
language.
of you. But this one stank like it stank. No, he just stands up and like all the poop just like goes down the, like comes out of his pants, like it's dripping. And then the teacher is like
45 seconds,
ultimately
rings close.
confused. Why didn't you tell me earlier? And then he's like, we're taking a test.
What do you think is over here?
Oh, ew.
Let's go over here.
Oh.
Well, yes,
Close
we're
to the
talking
ring.
about it.
30 seconds
Let's go
left.
over here.
Okay.
So anyway, let me explain the story of how I sharded myself in 3rd grade.
And he's like, oh, and I put my pants.
No, so at this time,
10 seconds. 30
so at this time, I was kind of struggling with holding in my poop. So you can imagine,
How old were you?
it was just a hard time during my life. It was a very important day in my life. Anyway, so I'm walking in, knowing that I sharded myself, and I can barely walk correctly. No, it's in the middle of the day. Anyway, yeah, I think we came back from the library. We're going back to the from the library,
Care
and then
package coming
we're
in.
entering class, and my teacher stops me. She pulls me aside, and she does one of those nods like every mom does, like she bends down with her hands on her knees, and then starts nodding up and down. Did you poop yourself? Did you have a little accident? And then I'm looking at her like, how did you know? She knew.
She knows my dirty deeds.
So I like I slowly nod yes, and then she says, all right, go to the nurse. So I go to the nurse, barely. and so basically, I'm walking to the nurse, barely like walking correctly, and then all of a sudden, like I get to the nurse, and then she says, because I was tall for a 3rd grader, so she goes on to say, you know, we don't really get much big boys pooping their pants.
Big boys.
And I'm in like all of a sudden my face turns more red than Pennywise's balloon. So I'm over here wondering, what am I gonna do?
Turn more red than
And so-
it's been Pennywise's balloon.
Yes.
What?
Do you not know that reference? Do you not know it, the movie? You not remember Halloween night. Anyway, so basically,
No, your grammar there was just upsetting.
you know
Turn
what?
more red than
That
it's
you know,
Pennyface
that just reminded me of something.
balloon.
Because I had forgot to mention that we're sponsored by Grammarly. Anyway,
Don't.
we're not.
Do that.
Of course we're not. Anyway, so basically, so I'm over there in embarrassment. So she gives me these sweatpants, out of all things. And then
Ooh,
I'm like,
sweatpants.
wait, the one key thing I forgot to mention is that she asked to take off my underwear so I can give it to her. Of course, without her looking. She was gonna walk out, but I kept denying, no, I do not want to give away my underwear, for there it has poop in it. So she's like, you're gonna have to take it off.
There
And I was
has
like,
poop in
okay.
it.
And so she does like a little like annoyance annoyance yell to me, and she's like, "You're gonna have to take them off, buddy." And I was like, "Ooh, no, buddy."
Oh my god, aggressive.
You know, and so basically, so I take them off anyway, and then she gives me the clothes,
The death stare.
and then she's like, "All right, the next day your clothes would be washed, and you're gonna have to give me my pants back." And it's like, okay, all right.
Just hit
So
it.
also to claim this, no one noticed that I had different pants on. Like they all didn't even know I was gone. Like they didn't notice me. That made me feel bad, but happy at the same time that they didn't notice. Not even Johnny noticed. Not my best friend. He's like, oh,
Oh,
hey,
that
dude.
was in Mountain Shadows. That was in Mountain Shadows. Oh my god.
And so basically,
I thought it was at a different school. We don't give too many big boys.
Enemies right here. Grenade out. Throw an arc star. Throw an arc star.
I want to go back to Mountain Shadows. So many of the teachers retired.
okay. So anyway, so basically, that made me feel happy but sad at the same time.
Bad guys here.
What?
So and then I never give her the pants back.
Do you still have them?
And then I never get my underwear or my pants back.
Oh
So
wow.
so
She robbed you.
I had those pants up to 5th grade. It's like constantly reminding
Where'd they
me,
go?
hey, you still have them. This is your punishment.
Got an enemy out there.
And yeah,
Where'd they go?
that's basically the story of how I sharded myself in 3rd grade.
In 3rd grade, I flipped a table.
There's a mosquito in my room.
Recharging my shields.
All I did was flip a table.
The ring is close.
Oh my god,
Oh,
there's
and
another
I
squad
somehow
left.
got
There's only
tested
one
for
squad
advanced
left.
classes.
Frag out.
What did you do?
Frag out. 45 seconds. Ring's close. Frag out. Frag out.
Contact.
I think my mom got a boyfriend.
Charging shields. Come on, right here.
Yeah,
We're
she
close to the
said
ring.
she was going
Let's go
out with
this way.
her
Bad dudes have been through
friend
here.
tonight, and his name is Anthony.
Charging on my shield.
Exactly.
Enemy over there. Someone traveled through here recently.
This is delicious.
So does anyone else have some stories?
No.
We could check out here.
The end.
Oh, in 2nd grade? No, it was in kindergarten. In kindergarten, I went out to get water because the water was there was a water fountain in our room. And as I was drinking the water, I was wearing jeans and I peed. So I tinkled myself. And as
Tinkle.
I was tinkling myself, you could see the stream of pee going down my pants.
Someone traveled through here.
And the teacher came up and was like, whoopsie, someone had a little accident. Like, we're nerds.
Placing a portal.
I have another story. I had a seizure at my old house.
Patching myself up. I've been down.
Yeah, and the fire department came and I was sitting in my elementary chair. That's it. You know the thing I sent you, Xavier, it was in that house. That's where I had my seizure.
Wow.
That's my first and only seizure.
I never had a seizure.
Honestly, I forgot how it felt. Ow, ow. Let's play Disney Infinity. You probably look so ugly.
Anyway, let's explain another story. What's another story?
I have another story.
Say your story.
One time. So, hold on. Okay. One time I was dating this girl, and her sister would bully me all the time,
Oh, makes sense.
and her name was Maggie.
Maggie from Simpsons?
No, Maggie.
From
Maggie.
Simpsons? From Simpsons.
No. Maggie.
Okay.
Maggie.
Mag with an M.
You know,
Christian.
You know marker neck? You know brown marker neck, Christian? Maggie. Her sister.
Oh, that girl?
Yeah. She was torturous.
I mean, both of you were torturous together. I mean, still.
Wait, you know me and Amelia didn't do anything. Maggie was the little girl.
Preston, you said their names on stream.
I don't watch my stream.
20 years later, we're all famous, and then someone just comes across this scene. Anyway.
Alright, let me try to find out who my latest girlfriend was really fast.
Oh, in fourth grade, in fourth grade, I was running back from recess.
I know who it was. Layla Fizz. She broke up with me because she thought I cheated on someone.
Are you my math test? Cause I'd be cheating on you. Anyway, so I was running from recess, and everyone's basically inside, and I'm the last one to go. So I'm running back to the line, and then all of a sudden, as I'm running, something comes out of my pants, and it's not what any of you guys think. What do you think it is, Christian? Nope. Nope. A boner at second grade.
Hey, you have to hit puberty before you're gonna have a boner.
Anyway.
Don't even ask, man. I was playing baseball. I was like, whoa.
Anyway, you know what comes out of my pants?
Yeah.
Underwear. So I was so confused. I looked back and it was there, and then I looked down in my pants to see if I was still wearing my underwear, and I was still wearing my underwear. And then I looked back, and then I looked back. It's still there, and then I realized the underwear was in my pants when I put them on. And somehow it lasted till recess, after recess, to come out.
Welcome to our podcast.
And I pick up the underwear. What do you think I do with it?
Shove it in your mouth.
I shove it in my pocket. And then I realized that's a big bump. I'm gonna take it out and I'm gonna throw it on the concrete and let it stay there. So then I run back in, and then next day I come back and it's not there anymore.
Mr. People picked it up.
Probably John.
It's probably true. Anyway, And so that was a weird story.
What rarity is bullying? Epic,
I
right?
can I can I can legit reenact the whole story of how I met Preston.
Do it.
Alright,
I'll be quiet.
so basically, Preston was at the bus stop while we were having fun playing like hockey and tag at the bus stop. He was just there being a loner, looking all depressed. And then I look at him. I was like, he has no friends. And then I keep playing.
Such a mean thing to say.
and,
Yeah,
and then and then I'm on the bus, right? And I'm stalking you at this point now. Cause I'm like, what are you up to, new guy? What are you up to, new guy? You're just standing there looking at the bus. Someone's trying to talk to you, and you are ignoring them. So that's basically it. And so then,
Preston tried to talk to me and I was ignoring him.
anyway, probably.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
I met him.
Anyway, so basically, after that, I go after school. This was on a Friday, by the way. So I go after school, and I know where he comes from. He's in that one lane of the neighborhood. I know this because I see him walk out from there. So I go on that side of the lane. I knock on every single door there until I can find you. and then finally I come to your house. Your mom comes at the door, and I said, "Hello, yes, ma'am. Do you know a kid, blonde hair with a creeper hat? Do you know where he lives? I don't even know if this is the right house. I just said, do you know where he lives?" And so basically, and then she says, "Preston?" I was like, "I think that's his name. He looks like a Preston." And then she says, "Yeah, he's at his dad's. You're gonna not see him until like Sunday or Monday. I'll tell him though that you came by." And I was like, "Good." And then I walk away.
I think she told me some rude things in mine.
Nope, she did not get my name. And so then I see Preston at the bus stop, and he comes up to me. He's like, "You were looking for me?" And I was like, "Yes, indeed. Of course I was." "I see that you are lonely and that you need friends. Luckily, I am here, a loneliness myself, to help you." And so, meet my friend, Johnny.
Oh god.
And then your reaction is, "Oh, Mexican." Oh. And so basically, no, he didn't. Anyway, and then throughout third grade through fourth grade, you hated Johnny so much.
It was weird.
And then and then we stopped being friends for a little bit, and then you had to come back saying, "Xavier, I'm lonely. I need some friends." And I was like, "Okay." And then here's how I break up the relationship between us. I usually yell at him sternly to make him cry, and then I leave him. And then I remember that day. And then after that, Johnny, and then after I leave Mountain Shadows, I'm like, "Oh my god, is Preston and Johnny arguing?" So I call you. And then you say, "Yeah, me and Johnny are friends now." It's like, what? I cannot believe this. It has happened. Oh yeah, I know. I think I know the way I met you. Although I think I remember you on the bus. You were at the back of the
Christian
bus.
was the cool kid
And
with Logan and Dominic.
And you were
Tanner.
girlfriends with. You had a girlfriend, Michaela? I'm pretty sure her name was. And I was honestly.
Oh god.
And then I was like,
Oh,
yes.
ew.
I remember Michaela. Her other boyfriend was Hamza, the one who bullied me. Yeah, she had another boyfriend. His name was Hamza, and he bullied me. No, Hamza. He left the school at after first grade.
Who is Hamza?
Oh yeah, I remember him.
God.
Anyway, So as soon as I saw Michaela, as soon as I saw you and Michaela, I knew exactly who you were. You were the next
What?
Hamza, and
He was like a stalker.
and then I was
He
like,
knew exactly who you are.
you were the
You're
next,
like Thompson.
you were the next Hamza, and I knew from that day on I had to be better than you. And so,
I turned over
He
a
wanted
new
to
leaf.
steal Michaela from you.
and then basically, after that,
Over 5 new leaves in my life.
but the one thing I remember, I look back and I remember, you looked very uncomfortable.
Me,
Yes, you did.
constantly uncomfortable.
Yes, you,
What do you mean by uncomfortable?
like, you looked fine, but you barely talked.
Because, cool kids, they just need to look cool. They didn't need to talk at all.
Exactly.
Like, it's because I do, like, the punchline.
Also, if you,
I just say one thing and I can make someone laugh.
also,
Yeah.
you didn't know, but you remember how I said, just now, that I needed to be better than you? The one things I wanted to be better than you was speed and math. It's the one thing I wanted. And only because,
Still slower than me.
yes, indeed, because Hamza, he was a genius at math and he was faster than me. But I did catch up to him with speed. Like, I caught him in tag and I was like, yes, suck it, Hamza, you're not the fastest anymore. And then John and Christian came along and then others, and I'm like, crap.
I joined.
And then, like, all of you guys join. I'm looking around like, really?
I was always just slow and fat.
And then I remember Preston. He's running like he's a penguin.
Every person has their story of how they got fast physically and in good shape. Me, I got fast by challenging people in infection.
I challenge you. Do you know how I made infection? Or I didn't make it. I didn't make it really.
Like, Black Ops 3 World War Zombie.
No, my friend Aaron, he told me. He
Well,
told
what is
me,
with guys having girl names?
and
Aaron?
Aaron is.
That's a both sexual, it's like both sexual.
You know, like Aaron and Hamza. Hamza's a girl in our school.
It's like what's it called? Transgender. No.
Transgender.
That's the wrong
I
word,
can't think of the
Christian.
name.
Bisexual.
Yes, no.
I knew you were. I was like, do you know what that means, Christian?
Pansexual.
It's like we're both girl and
Yeah,
boy.
yeah, pancake sexual. Pansexual.
It obviously
Gender equality.
something. Yes, it is something. Ow.
Can I continue my story?
I think it's a name.
What?
I've turned over 5 new leaves. I'm a better person.
What do you mean?
You know what it means? Like when someone says they turn over a new leaf.
What do you mean? I said, what do you mean by that?
What do you mean, Christian?
Don't know what that means.
It means you're gonna start, but you're gonna be a better person.
Or you changed.
Anyway, so basically, my friend Aaron, he said, I play infection. I was like, what the hell's infection? Teach me the ways. And then he,
Said that word.
no,
Sorry.
obviously not. And
Kiss your mother with that mouth?
and I wasn't in
Yeah,
third grade.
loser.
I was in second grade. Okay. And so
Oh, wow! Makes such a difference.
before the pooping incident, indeed. And so basically, he tells me this infection game. And I was like, infection. So at the playground, I'm like asking every kid, because at this point every kid hates me and I hate them, so I'm like, might as well. So
Give me a brother.
Much worse than this.
so I just tell them, hey, wanna play infection? Like, and I explain them the rules. And surprisingly, no one joined. Only except my friends. And then we started playing.
What friends?
John, Johnny, and you,
Ew.
and Aiden, and that was about it, maybe a few
You know
others.
I came there in 3rd grade, right?
I don't care. Anyway, so basically, I tell them this game of infection, and they all, and anyway, and then in 4th grade, sorry, not, we skipped a year, right? Yeah,
Oh,
we're 4th
Xavier,
grade, and
you should
everyone's so
have
compact.
stayed at Desert Sky. You wanna know why?
Why?
We had a BMX assembly today.
Okay.
We could have seen the
So
cool
Miss
kids.
Kiki almost got fell on by a bike.
Yeah,
She jumped over
it was
3 people.
awesome.
Miss Kiki was last, and he almost fell right on her.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Eh,
We were like flabbergasted.
Flabbergasted, whatever that means.
um, and so basically, I remember the day they asked who invented this infection game anyway,
The
and then everyone's like Evan, Johnny, and then Preston's like,
weird.
because at this point Preston's obsessed with me right now, so he's like, me and Xavier made it. I was like, what? No.
Yeah, Preston, you did have that one phase that
Yeah. Anyway, so everyone's saying no, I invented it, and I'm just there silently like, you fools. I invented this game. And then I just stopped the argument saying, hey, who cares who made it? We're playing it, are we not? And so we all play again. And then I remember the day. I remember that day. We were all lining up, Christian chasing me for the last infection. And then I stand up on the stool on that little bench near the fence. And then you say, "Did you pee your pants?"
Did I really?
Yes, and I was like, "No," and you're like, "Yes, you did, you fool."
I've never said. I don't say.
I know you don't say fool. I'm just making it dramatic, okay?
Oh yeah.
And so basically, I was scared because I was like, now everyone knows.
Oh yeah, Christian, I forgot to tell you.
Yes, I
Christian, I
did.
forgot to tell you. I deserve that high five now because I beat my mile time by a minute.
Dang.
I didn't realize that I could actually, like, run anymore.
What
I
did
got-
you?
I got 8:15.
Nice. That's a lot
From
better than a lot of people.
9:02 to 8:15.
I think that's a lot better than most adults.
It's better than his Kamali.
Dude, my cousin was yelling me on the track. We were on like the track, and my cousin yells at me, who is 6'4". He's like, "Yo, Xavier, how fast can you? I bet I can beat all of you in this 1 mile race." I was like, "What's your time in the mile?" He was like 7:50, and I was like, "Yeah, mine's 6:48." And he's like, "Oh." So yeah, he got turned down. So anyway.
Is that your record right now?
Yeah, it was 6:47 or 48, one of those two numbers. Pretty sure it was.
My record for school time is 6:18, but my record by myself is that's on my nose. It was a long time ago.
A long time ago you got your record.
It was
Why don't you do it now? You should get a new record.
fudge. I was in tip-top shape.
Well, I'm sure take that shit now.
5 minutes and 54 seconds.
How do you run that fast? What about a 2-minute mile? Oh my gosh, think of how fast.
That's like full on sprinting for the entire time.
Yeah, I would.
5 seconds. It's 10.
It's 10 o'clock. I know it is. It's 9:50. Are you?
Some good podcast.
No, it's an hour podcast. It was an hour podcast.
It was an hour-long podcast. That's a good podcast.
Pretty sure.